comes through to Andre de Roda. Now Ioya takes over. A bit of work from Bullock there just to slow this move down. Seabed. Coming into this weekend, Schalke, one of the shakiest defences. Two teams conceding more than them. Their defence has been rock solid this afternoon. It's less to do with them being well organised and well drilled, and more to do with Fortuna Düsseldorf really not coming up with the questions to test them. They might have a little bit more joy. Nice idea from Kovnacki, able to connect with Bergman Johannesson. After hand clapping here in a heap. The first yellow of the card being shown to the man from Iceland. Goals, 5 assists. It's started every single game so far this season. It's been a great signing for Daniel Thune, arriving from Copenhagen after a loan last season. And he does work hard. Can't grudge him the success that he's had. Has more ground than any other player in Bundesliga 2, clocking up kilometre after kilometre. Absolutely dedicated to the cause. Youth on his side, of course. He's 21 years of age. Expect big things from him in the seasons to come. Bullet takes over the job of keeping the Fortuna man on his toes and on his heels. Cross here to Bundal. Back to the 28-year-old. Johannesson. Making himself available in the centre, but Lunda decides to go back again. Schalke quite happy for Fortuna Düsseldorf to have a little spell in possession if they're going to keep playing the ball back and forth here. It's certainly lacking directness. It's possession from the visiting team is now they go all of the way back to Kastenmeier. Stepping up now from Schalke, because that's what Fortuna Düsseldorf want, to stretch the Schalke team, to bring them out a little bit. Schalke have been far more in control and having the ball at their feet, and finding a familiar face. Right. getting away from his man Bullet, and then was swinging wildly. No save for perka to make. Five minutes to go until the end of this first half. Still 0-0. Had one goal ruled out for offside. There should really have been a goal at the other end for Schalke. Not getting as involved this weekend as like to have been. Everything that has gone well for Schalke in attacking sense this season has come through this man. He really has embraced captaincy, wears it with pride. He's happy to rally the troops. Fans across Germany, around the world, will have seen his rallying cry just recently on social media. Video of him in the dressing room, pumping up his teammates. Still one game so far this season to do with keeping him fit for the whole campaign. Certainly only missed because he was suspended for 5 yellows. Düsseldorf just short of support in a crucial moment. Sobotka. Time running out for Fortuna Düsseldorf to test Justin Herkeren. Wasted ball from him. Hanaman. Well left by Shivaniag. The energy from the opening exchanges in this match has faded away as this first half has continued. Game still obviously there for both of these teams to take. Plenty of tension down there on pitch level. So much at stake. Winter break very much just around the corner. Schalke getting themselves into some very promising positions. They're taking their time. They're not letting themselves get stressed about the situation as they get themselves once more into a goal-scoring position. And Silla can only get underneath the header. A cushion ball back to Kassenmeier in the end. Siebert perhaps doing just enough. The man who towers over the Schalke forward. 3 chances now for Silla. It's fair to say that was the most difficult of the 3. One of them he really should have buried one-on-one with Kassenmeier. The end passing it straight into his legs. look at this first half with optimism. Schalke, coach Kees van Wonderen, will be content with what his team has managed. He'll be disappointed that they have not been able to capitalize on the openings that they have created. As the ball goes down to Herkeren, simple for him, and the half-time whistle is blown. No time added on at the end of the first 45 here at the Veltins Arena. A very cagey affair in the end after a bright start from Schalke. By far and away the better of the two teams, despite the scoreline not reflecting that. Fortuna Düsseldorf understandably frustrated with themselves, as they have not been able to come up with anything to really trouble Schalke's defense. And there you can see it's reflected in the expected goals. Schalke will be happy with what they put in, but they'll be disappointed they didn't make it count. They'll be disappointed that they do not lead at the halfway stage in this match on match day 16 here at the Veltins Arena. Fortuna Düsseldorf are going to have to show much, much more after the break if they fancy their chances of coming away with something from this game. They have the opportunity to rise up the table and look down on everyone else at the end of this weekend. If they continue playing like this, that certainly will not happen. First effort straight down the throat of Kastenmeier early on in this first half. It's inside the opening 10 minutes that Kastenmeier had the most to do. Ante Adje wasn't expected to be playing from the off, and after injury to Armin Younis, he was called into the starting lineup, and really he has been one of the men that has made the difference for the home side today. And here, the biggest chance of all, with Musa Silla unable to get the better of Kastenmeier from almost point-blank range. He decides to go for precision, ends up putting it into the legs of Fortuna Düsseldorf's shot stopper. Well, a host of chances for Schalke. They should be up, but they are in a good position to build upon in the second half. Fortuna Düsseldorf, as I said, have a lot to do. Daniel Thune, I'm sure, will be working on that right now. Take this opportunity to take a little break. We'll be back for live coverage of the second half here, live from the Veltins Arena. As it stands, though, Schalke 0, Fortuna Düsseldorf 0.
Ja, danke an die Freunde, die uns hier nochmal die Statistik der ersten 45 Minuten präsentieren in einer Grafik. Wir bleiben auf 2 und mal schauen, wie da die erste Grafik. So sehen die Werte aus den ersten 45 Minuten. Sucht euch das raus, was ihr interessant findet. Diskutiert darüber, wenn ihr wollt. Ansonsten, ja, haben wir daraus schon einiges erkennen und lesen, auch nach dem Spiel natürlich noch einmal das Ganze von DeFi geliefert. Dann kann man auch mal sehen, wie die Seiten es gelaufen ist. Und hier nochmal die Torschussstatistik. Ja, sehr interessant, wie ich finde. Nicht für jedermann klar, aber es ist ein guter Service, den wir hier gerne erkunden.
Heute 3 Dinger gegen Düsseldorf. Auf geht's, Schalke, kämpfen und siegen! Wir hoffen auf einen Sieg für unseren S04. Und das Tor macht Glück
auf! Ich grüße mein Papa Dirk und mein Onkel Micky. Schalke 04.
Platz spielen, hochgewinnen. Und das alles für den S04. Leonard, wir gratulieren zum Geburtstag. Attacke!
Ich möchte mich bei denen bedanken, die mir die letzten Wochen geholfen haben, für die Ukraine zusammen.
Auf geht's, Schalke, gratulieren!
Die letzten Wochen geholfen haben, für die Ukraine zusammen.
Auf geht's, Schalke, gratulieren!
Keine Alte oder Schalke?
Ich tippe auf ein 3-1 für Schalke. Wir wünschen allen Schalke frohe Weihnachten.
Das war sie, die Böcklunder Fanbox.
Schalke-Fans sind Doppelfans. Schalke-Fans sind Doppelfans. Was ist denn
Kennen lange aktuell hier vor der Nordkurve mit Thomas Kirschner und wie immer übersetzt mit der Sprachdolmetscher Mel. Wir haben 4 Themen. Kirschner, du guckst kritisch, du verstehst wie alles, ne? Alles gut?
Verstehe ich, aber ich habe mich nicht auf dem Ohr. Deswegen habe ich es gerade noch gelobt, dass ich alles höre und ja, jetzt verstehe ich nicht so nicht.
4 Themen haben wir, nur 4 Themen. Einmal, wir haben eine Mitgliederaktion ganz aktuell. Worum geht's da?
Ja, gut Glück auf. Ich glaube, in dem Stadion sind es wahrscheinlich schon die allermeisten, aber wer jetzt noch Mitglied wird bei unserem globalen FC Schalke 04, dann geht die Aufnahmegebühr, die fällig ist, geht an Schalke hilft. Schalke hilft, unsere vereinseigene Stiftung, hat gerade zu Weihnachten ein großartiges Projekt, das wir für das Kinderheim St. Josef Spenden gesammelt haben und in den letzten Tagen mit Mitarbeiterinnen und Mitarbeitern, die auch eingepackt haben und den Kids dann eine riesige Freude machen werden. Und ja, da geht das Geld dann hin. Also wenn es wirklich noch Schalker gibt, die kein Vereinsmitglied sind, dann ist jetzt die beste Möglichkeit, das zu machen und ist ja vielleicht auch im Hinblick auf die Fördergenossenschaft eine Investition in die Zukunft, weil auch da können ja nur Vereinsmitglieder dabei sein.
Sehr gut. Ich schleife aber gut. Clubbesuche, das war ja wie gemahlen, einen Tag vorher, bevor die Spieler rausgegangen sind, aktiv natürlich im Staff, gab es diesen tollen Sieg, Auswärtssieg in Paderborn und da war natürlich am Sonntag die Stimmung gut.
Da war die Stimmung gut, genau. Ja, die Fanclub-Besuche sind ja auch eine Tradition bei uns auf Schalke. Ihr seht ein paar Bilder auf dem Würfel. Ich finde es eine grandiose Aktion, dass die Spieler, der Staff einmal im Jahr unterwegs sind. Ihr könnt euch vorstellen, dass da relativ viel Organisation dann auch dahinter steckt und auch wer fährt letztlich wohin. Die Fanclubs haben sich ja ganz viel Mühe gegeben und auch sehr viel positives Feedback kam auch aus der Mannschaft, dass es Spaß gemacht hat und dass es auch wirklich notwendig ist, den Weg auf sich zu nehmen und das würden wir in der Zukunft natürlich auch gerne machen. Also vielen lieben Dank dann an die ausrichtenden Fanclubs und ich finde, das ist so ein bisschen so ein Alleinstellungsmerkmal von Schalke 04 und das ist was uns auszeichnet und das müssen wir unbedingt weitermachen und deswegen schön, dass es geklappt hat. Danke ans Team, danke an die Organisation dahinter, aber insbesondere natürlich auch danke an die Fanclubs, die sonst noch immer den Weg auf sich nehmen, hier ins Stadion zu den Auswärtsspielen und da kann man ein bisschen was zurückgeben.
Ja, apropos Fans und Mitglieder und ja, die Schalke, die Reise ist ja auch so ein Merkmal, so ein Alleinstellungsmerkmal, was da los ist auswärts. Und wir haben Elversberg vor der Tür und wir haben gerade mal knapp 1600 Karten zur Verfügung gestellt bekommen. Damit kommen wir nicht klar, das ist klar.
Das ist klar. Wir haben ein bisschen die Hoffnung, dass die neue Hintertortribüne vielleicht schon für unser Spiel fertig wird und dass ein paar Karten mehr werden. Das sind im Bild. Wer am Freitag im Saarland sein wird, kann dann auch nochmal einen Blick drauf werfen. Aber die steht uns definitiv nicht zur Verfügung. Also wir müssen nochmal in den Gästeblock auf der Gegengrade. Das Thema Parken ist da natürlich auch immer sehr interessant und deswegen verweisen wir da sehr, sehr gerne auf unsere Auswärtsinfo, die im Laufe der Woche dann auch kommen wird und wo die mitreisenden Schalker dann alle Informationen haben und wie schon öfters gesagt, wir gehen auch davon aus, dass der eine oder andere Blaue sich über den Heimverein eingedeckt hat und freuen uns auch mit euren Support.
So wird es sein, ja. Und alle, die mit dem Auto dorthin fahren, es gibt auch einen Buschhandel, das funktioniert einigermaßen ganz gut. Habe ich beim letzten Mal gesehen. Ein Thema hast du noch mitgebracht, ganz schnell.
Ja, heute ist das letzte Heimspiel, auch die vorletzte Möglichkeit, die Nordkurvenkalender noch käuflich zu erwerben. Also wer noch kein Weihnachtsgeschenk hat, beziehungsweise auch da die gute Sache unterstützen will. Die Jungs und Mädels von Ultras Gelsenkirchen stehen nach dem Spiel auch nochmal zur Verfügung und bieten die Kalender an, also schlagen sehr, sehr gerne zu. Die allerletzte Möglichkeit ist am Mittwoch in unserem Tabakladen auf der Schalker Meile. Da gibt es auch nochmal die Möglichkeit, also wer das jetzt im Spieltagstrubel nicht machen möchte, dann gerne dazu schlagen. Aber dann war es das auch. Also wir würden uns freuen, wenn möglichst alle Kalender weggehen, weil wie gesagt, auch das fließt in eine gute Sache, in karitative Projekte in unserer Stadt. Und auch da vielen Dank für das Engagement.
Ja, die vier Themen haben wir durchgearbeitet. Vielen Dank, Kirsche, und natürlich auch Melanie Wilkold wieder an dieser Stelle. Und ich glaube, wir haben ein paar Augenblicke noch Zeit, deswegen durchatmen bis zu den zweiten 45 Minuten. Es sah ganz gut aus in der ersten Hälfte.
Und das hat ja auch die Statistik hier gezeigt. Und ich hoffe, da können wir dann nochmal nachlegen.
Danke, Kirsche und die Freunde.
Good afternoon and welcome back to live coverage of Matchday 16 in Bundesliga 2 here at the Veltins Arena. Fans are wrapped up warm It's the last home game of the season, the Royal Blues, before the winter break kicks in. And really, the home fans should be celebrating a half-time lead here against Fortuna Düsseldorf. Instead, it is 0-0. Schalke, the better of the two teams in the first half. They had the chances, 8 efforts all in all, 6 efforts on shot, or on target, I should say. Florian Kastenmeier forced into making saves. In contrast, Fortuna Düsseldorf came up with practically nothing. Justin Heckeren right at the death, just before that half-time whistle was blown. It's called into action to parry a ball down to his right from distance. No trouble at all for the 24-year-old. Here we see the man who was responsible for 3 of those efforts, Sulla. He's got 8 goals so far this season. He's able to add to his tally. And finally, the best chance falling to him. And only able to fire tamely into the legs of Düsseldorf's shot stopper. Well, where did it go wrong for Fortuna Düsseldorf? Well, they were poor in their passing. They were unable to string more than a couple of passes together, or in their decision-making as well. Very disappointing and very unlike them. Unlike their performance last week when they put 5 past Braunschweig without reply. Daniel Thun will be very disappointed what his charges have come up with so far in this match. I expect to express that in no uncertain terms. It's half-time team talk. The pressure is very much on Fortuna Düsseldorf to actually perform in the second half. You can argue as well the pressure will be on Schalke to capitalize on having the upper hand. They want maximum points to pull themselves away from the strugglers at the foot of the table. And to follow up last week's victory over Paderborn with another top team going down. 35 minutes remains in this match for these two teams to create something that's going to change the scoreline. Fortuna Düsseldorf waiting until the very last moment to get themselves up to pitch level. We expect more from them, but we expect Schalke to carry on where they left off and continue to trouble this man. Let's see which of these two teams is going to be celebrating come the full-time whistle. Fortuna Düsseldorf get us up and running in this second half of the Veltins Arena. The home of Schalke, 0-0 with 45 minutes left to play. The guests, all in red, now playing from left to right, hoping to find this man a little bit more. Matchkey with barely a sight of goal in the first half. So Schalke were very much the better of the two teams on show. They had the chances, they had the opportunities to go ahead, but they were unable to take them. Let's see if they can continue in the second half as they started in the first. Schalke and continue to cause problems for Thun's men. Expect to see much improved performance from the boys in red for sure. Gives a space here for Karaman. Back to his captain. But good hands to the pump inside the box there for Fortuna. 6 red shirts in all. Who prevents Schalke's captain from finding a way through. No changes made by either of the head coaches for this second half. Remember, both forced into making changes just moments before kickoff because of injuries sustained. Schinter, Appelkamp, and Nunes. Warm up Man had to be quick on his toes there to get to the ball before Silla. Keep an eye on Fortuna's passing in the second half. Let's see if they just slow things down a touch and pick out the right ball more often than not. It's where they fell down in the first half. They were able to win back possession quite often. It was often just seconds before Schalke had the ball back at their feet. Hosts, in contrast, were able to just put their foot on the ball, look up, take an extra touch, look around, retain possession much more effectively. From Schalke, far more measured than that. The guests. To get so up close and personal. No need for Horário to get so up close and personal. They've scored 4 free kicks so far this season. Is more effective from a resting ball, this kind of position. Okay, takes it quickly. A head up, is off target. Standard centre-back Ron Schallenberg looking for his second goal of the season.
Die allerletzte Möglichkeit ist am Mittwoch in unserem Tabakladen auf der Schalker Meile. Da gibt es auch nochmal die Möglichkeit, also wer das jetzt im Spieltagsrubel nicht machen möchte.
Should be celebrating a half-time lead here against Fortuna Düsseldorf. Instead, it is 0-0. Schalke, the better of the two teams. Touch there from Inscreva-se. Certainly making the most of his unexpected start in this afternoon's match. Coming in for the injured Armin Younes, pulled up in the warm-up. A lot of Schalke's play in the first half coming down the left flank with Inscreva-se combining with Merkin. Kahneman drawing himself out wide. It's it back. Alunda. Decent first touch and settled for the corner. Second corner of the match for Fortuna Düsseldorf, taken by Arg. Looking to hit his man to the ball there, and I'm not surprised that that is being brought back for a free kick. Hundal certainly seems to be surprised about it, as he is now the third man out there in red to receive a yellow. Oh, then he got his eye on his man. No attempt to play the ball. Absolutely the right decision. Some nice passing from Schalke. And Viaje wins the corner. Also going for this one. Again, centre backs are up. Minsky and Schallenberg. Schallenberg with a header just a few moments ago on corner kick. First to this loose ball, straight back in. Is a demanding first half to this season, weighing heavy in the legs of the players. I feel this match just needs something to happen, just to give it a little bit more of a spark. Both of the teams coming out of the dressing rooms in the second half, and they're certainly making progress. Fortuna Düsseldorf looking a little bit more likely to make something happen in the attacking third. Schalke, though, still plugging away up front. Something missing. Real good effort on target, a big save, of course a goal, just to spark this game into life. Very cagey affair at the moment, very, very tense out there for both sets of players. And it goes long. First to the loose ball. This has been so often the case today. Viaje can find a way through. And it's well done back by Bullet, who gets his shot on target as well. The crowd like that. And they like seeing the ball won back immediately by Silla. And again, Schalke, no trouble at all in winning back possession. Inviting them to push forward. Fortuna Düsseldorf presenting the ball straight back to their hosts time and time again. Kaminsky, all of the players in blue inside Fortuna Düsseldorf's half. Again, it's into double figures for appearances this afternoon's game. Back to Bullet. The effort just a moment ago. I didn't know. Loses his footing. Yeah, loses his experience. straight at the goalkeeper from the right back. This is his breakthrough season, but he has already scored this season. Actually 10 in the 4-3 loss to Greuther Fürth. As the first changes are going to be made. We're coming up to the hour mark. And pretty much ineffective on the right side. Midfield has been withdrawn. Nimic has come on to take his place as Schalke look to find their way through. Well, it's a little bit of a robust challenge, but the referee had a good view of it. Nothing to be given. And Fortuna Düsseldorf survive another scare. Viaje, the ball goes all of the way through, tantalizing for Schalke, and nobody can get a telling touch. How much contact was there from Marcel Sobotka? Here we can see nobody gets a touch as that one just sails through. Head in your hands moment for Schalke. Two big chances, and they can't do anything about the scoreline. So an attacking change made by Daniel Thun, bringing on Nimic, Polish forward. So played all but one game so far this season. A couple of goals and assists along the way. It's all about coming off the bench. He was used as a sub 23 times last season, just 5 starts. He has replaced Lundar. Somebody to work with up front. Doing the chasing here. He looks over his shoulder to see that he's pretty much on his own. Doing the chasing here. He looks over his shoulder to see that he's pretty much on his own. Around from the coaching staff. Do they deserve to be ahead? They've taken their chance. David Kovnacki. And he moves on to 5 for the season. Just one over the top. Not dealt with. Nimic causing the problems, but it's Kovnacki who finishes it. A quick glance over to the official on this near side of the pitch to see whether the flag had gone up. They had the ball in the back of the net in the first half. Fortuna Düsseldorf, only for it to be ruled out for offside. And this one is being looked at. And it stands. Well, all of the hard work of Schalke comes undone. Just on the hour mark, Fortuna Düsseldorf making Schalke pay the price of not taking their chances when they had them. A painful, a brutal lesson in efficiency. Clinical from Kovnacki, who really has been out of this game. But he steps up when it counts. Now Schalke have a lot of work to do. Got a free kick here, though. Conceded quite unnecessarily there by Andre Hoffmann. Sacred continues his responsibilities as in charge of set pieces. Can Schalke strike right back? That could have been a fine ball from Nimic. Gets a second chance, but it's given Schalke a precious moment to get some players back. So nobody in there waiting for the delivery from Bergman Johannesson. Annual tune. 6,000 travelling fans have been mightily disappointed with the first half display. If they can get all 3 points here today, themselves back at the top of the table, no matter not how the performance was. They want to be top at Christmas. Heading about it the right way. Nice idea to try and get Silla to a position from which he can shoot. Has barely put a foot on today. He's done a fine job of increasing his save percentage as well. Keeping out absolutely everything that Schalke have sent his way. Not a classic defensive performance from Fortuna Düsseldorf, but they've done enough. Ridden their luck. They've needed to. The other end, taking that one chance. Puts a whole new complexion on this match now. No need for Schalke to panic. They've still got, as part of 25 minutes. An image certainly added something extra to this Fortuna Düsseldorf side this afternoon. He's got pace, he's got power, he's got a direct approach. And in that opening goal. Just at the bottom of the screen, drawing. Certainly has defensive responsibilities in this match as well. To Merkel. Mike is up. I'm not happy about how long Castellano is taking to get the ball moving again. There's Nimec showing that strength and determination once more. He's actually been clocked as the second fastest player in Bundesliga 2 this season after Podolski at Preußen Münster. Something for Gary John Workin to bear in mind. Straight into the hands of Ekelen, commanding his area well and releasing the ball quickly to try and find Viajay. Switching over onto the right-hand side, make his way across. Kaminsky driving forward here. This is when Schalke could do with a little bit of magic from Kalaman. Been doing it all season. This is when they need him most. Aiden. So, Bullet. Cross to Kalaman. Just waiting for something to happen. Combining again. Fortuna Düsseldorf just biding their time, waiting to win back possession. Nice touch by Wicken. A great header, and there's the equaliser. Well, he had a handful of chances in the first half, Musasilla. There he makes no mistake. And credit has to go to Schalke for remaining patient, for not losing their heads. Nobody marking one of the smaller men in the box, it has to be said. Musasilla rises unchallenged, and there's no way that Kastenmeier is going to keep that out. At the 15th time of asking in this match, Schalke find a way through. It's no less than they deserve. Has deserved a goal as there's ever been, as after all of his running, Ajay finally gets a rest. And the same goes, I think, for Mehmet Aydin as well, if I'm not mistaken. It is the case that both of the wide men for Schalke have now been brought off. We've got a change as well for Fortuna Düsseldorf. Zimmerman coming on for Ag. That will require a little bit of a tactical shift around. Right back replacing a defensive midfielder. Tell you, in Thailand, the Danish forward has come on for Schalke to replace Ajay. And it's Elias Hamash who's come on as well. Forward and a left-sided midfielder. Shake things up for Schalke. 15 minutes to go. Teams back where they started. It's Vodka. That's meant to have his name taken. The lead for Daniel Thun's men didn't last for long. 62nd minutes, Karnatski. That's his 5th goal of the season. Silla, just 10 minutes later, able to cancel it out. This is how the same fixture ended last year. Match day 31, a goal apiece. Schalke that day went ahead first. Sneaky feeling this isn't the end of the scoring in this match, though. Just a few moments ago, in the live table, Fortuna Düsseldorf were sitting pretty at the top. And Paderborn, the table toppers, were behind. On how things change quickly in Bundesliga 2, as Paderborn are now level, 1 goal apiece. Of course, so are Fortuna Düsseldorf. They are down to 3rd as it stands. Schalke improving their position in the table by a place with the point that they're getting at the moment. Still, with a quarter of an hour left to be played here, still more than enough time for one of these teams to fire in a deciding goal. Back to where we were with Schalke, with the possession, taking their time, looking at their options. Kaminsky. To coach his left flank to try and get Hamash into play. 21-year-old Frenchman facing Ajay. Left, a wide left berth. It's a lawyer. 10 from him. To see what Elias Hamash and Holland can bring to this match. Either of the players really that involved in proceedings this season. Frenchman have not played since match day 5, despite making the bench most weeks. Chance to stake a claim for a little bit more first-team football in the dying minutes in this encounter. So Highland was off the bench for his debut on match day 1 after joining from Copenhagen this summer. And 3 more appearances since then, and an Achilles injury knocked him out until the end of November. Returned only to the bench last week. Now he gets some playing time again. One of those to be the match winner in this encounter. And fans desperate to be a match winner in blue. As always, keeping things ticking for Schalke, dropping deep, surveying the situation. Oh, that's a lovely ball forward. Bullet, cut back to Silla, the goal scorer, on his left. Oh, and he hits the woodwork. What a magnificent goal that would have been. So measured, and Kastenmeier had just given up on it. What a tremendous move from Schalke from start to finish, only for the ball to go so very close. On the balance of play, Schalke have been the better team in this game. They've had twice as many efforts as Fortuna Düsseldorf have had. They've had 10% more of the ball. They've had set pieces. They've been better at passing. And they will feel this as a missed opportunity if they do not come away with a maximum haul of points. There are the goals. Gnacki tucking at home. Clinical from the Polish forward. The thumping header from Silla. Something so satisfying about a powerful header. It gives the keeper no chance. Silla is going to come off. He moved his tally on to 9 for the season, now level with his captain, Karaman. Hit the woodwork as well. Really should have scored in the first half. And that's the end of an afternoon's work for the Mali forward. Final 8 minutes and change. It's going to be Hadron Gantenbein. He's going to be looking for the goals. Of course, he's not. Right back means it's going to be a slightly more withdrawn the final 8 minutes to this match. Bit of caution shown by Kees van Wonderen. Of course, they've got Holland coming on to replace Aydin. He'll now lead the line on his own, surely. Let's see exactly where Gantenbein is going to slot in. Turn after a thigh complaint. First match since match day 5. Here's Homash. Stealed away by Rich. Gives the ball moving now. Bachmann. That's lovely build-up play again from Schalke. Well, on occasion this afternoon, Schalke have played some very nice football. You've associated with them so far this season. Certainly a decent job being done by Kees van Wonderen. They have a plan, taking their time, been measured in their approach. They said some of the moves that they have put together have been very, very easy on the eye. Count for nothing. They don't come away with something, though, from this match. Good for a point as it stands, but they want more. Box absolutely jam-packed here. Seguin stands over this free kick delivery. The near post. Could have been better. He's going to take over here. Got a decent bit of range on his throws. Causes trouble in the box for Fortuna Düsseldorf. They can't get it away at the first time of asking, but the as such comes off a man in blue. Goal kick. That certainly didn't come off a man in blue. It should have been a corner kick. It's impossible for the referee to spot, as we've got a host of changes now. A real reshuffling of the pack as Sobotka goes off. Vitória is also going to get a few more minutes than some of his teammates to rest. And Rode is the last of the trio to make way. As on come 21-year-old left-sided midfielder Tim Rossman to take the place of Rode. Joshua Marshi, the loanee from Hoffenheim, has barely seen any game time this season. Jilivic, 19-year-old forward, is going to get a little bit of a run out as well. Four minutes till time added on. Still, Schalke are looking for that second goal. They've come from behind. They've shown excellent character and composure in this match, but they want more. They're going to go for more. Amash. Corner kick. Time to put the pain to one side for Jamil Siebert. His team needs him to defend this set piece. Seconds are ticking away from Schalke. 3 minutes. Again, the boys in blue form a train on the penalty spot. The header goes over the bar, but it has a touch on its way through. Ron Schallenberg is getting closer with his efforts from these corner kicks. He's got perhaps another chance here. In at the near post. Comfortably held by Kastenmeier. Guilty of having 3 men under the ball, and still allowing Fortuna Düsseldorf to come away with possession. A free kick here as well. robust from Yannick Bachmann. Seconds left, the regular play. Fortuna Düsseldorf have had to soak up the pressure from Schalke over the last 10 minutes. Anywhere near to making any progress up the field themselves. And given the way that this match has been played, even with them going ahead, Fortuna Düsseldorf will be happy about getting a point out of this match. Second best, pretty much every single department. Good awareness there from Hamash. Not Merkin. Minsky's there as well to help out. Both of them should be able to come up with something here. It's going to be a defensive throw for Fortuna Düsseldorf. He's got his team heading in the right direction. It may not be a victory. It may be just a point. It's another big opponent sent home disappointed. Schalke starting to find their groove. Tim Rossmann looking to spoil the party. That's a great ball in. Too close in the end to Justin Hekeren. More chances have they got left in them here, Schalke? Time added on has already begun. Amash needs a bit of support. He's on his own up against Bashi. And there's no way round the big centre-back. Slows things down for a touch. Laser. Now to continue here, advantage for Fortuna Düsseldorf. It's going to be a throw for the guests. If nothing changes in the last few moments here, it is going to be exactly the same result as when these two teams met last season here at the Veltins Arena. Schalke will be the more disappointed of the two. It's another piece in the puzzle as they begin to find their feet in Bundesliga 2 under the stewardship of Kees van Wonderen. He knows, the home fans know, that it could have been more in this game. It should have been more in this game, but still a point is a positive result given the stature of their guests. Back to the drawing board for Daniel Thun. Disappointing all round, this result. They got fortunate with the goal from Kovnacki. Found a way well short of what they were able to achieve from what we've seen this season. One last push, one last chance surely for Schalke. And it gets through, and they get the shot on target, only for Kastenmeier once again to be equal to it. That was the opening that they've been looking for. That was their chance to claim maximum points. And still they plug away. Merkin drops it into the centre. It's too high though. And the full-time whistle is blown. How disappointing for Schalke at the death. They could have had it. The chance was there. But Kastenmeier said no. You've got to put Florian Kassenmeier down as one of the players of the match, certainly the player of the match for Fortuna Düsseldorf. Without his saves today, Schalke would have been celebrating the points comfortably. He's proven his worth as Ron Schallenberg takes a moment to reflect on what could have been. A fantastic encounter on match day 16 here at the Veltins Arena. Both of these teams absolutely exhausted as we are heading towards the winter break. They've invested so much in this first half